mwana mama, mwana mama, haya, mwanamke akipata anaweza mambo yote. Jamani mwana mama, mwanamke akipata kuwezeshwa anaweza mambo yote. Jamani mwanamke.
In Tanzania, political participation has traditionally, for the most part, only been possible for men, and it is difficult for women to get their voices heard. Political rights and political pluralism are therefore men's rights in Tanzania.
In law, women are equal. But we are Africans and Tanzanians. There are some traditions that actually affect equal participation of women to political parties.
Our society is male-dominated. The man said that women cannot lead, cannot become leaders. And therefore you find a lot of intimidation, a lot of demoralization when you go to campaign.
Nafasi ya mwanamke wa Kitanzania kwenye siasa ni ndogo. Na hii inatokana na mfumo tulionao katika nchi yetu, mila na desturi, mfumo dume unaowafanya wanawake kuwa ni watu ambao wako jikoni na wanaume ndio wanaonekana kwamba wao ndio wapo, wana haki ya kufanya hivyo. Kutokana na hizo mila na desturi, unajikuta kwamba mwanamke na yeye anaona ni sawa, anazidi kubaki nyuma.
Kwa hiyo mwanamke unakwenda ukiwa mnyonge, ukiwa hujiamini, hata unachoenda kufanya kule hakiwezi kuwa kitu cha maana sana. Kwa sababu wewe unaweza kuwa umekaa, umetoroka sasa. Yeye anakuwa ametoroka, tunawaona, tunawasikia. Ametoroka. Sijui nikirudi atanifanya nini? Sijui nikirudi nitapigwa. Unaona? Kwa hiyo tumekuwa mwanamke anakuwa mnyonge kwa kweli. Lakini pia ni kwa sababu hawezeshwi. Lakini kama ana uwezo, sio kama tunasema tupewe uwezo afu tuwe jeuri, hapana. Kwa sababu mume ni mume na unatakiwa kumheshimu. Lakini ukiwa na uwezo wako, akijua kama una uwezo wako, unakwenda kwa pesa yako, unaweza kutafuta pesa yako, hawezi atakuthamini kutokana na ule uwezo wako. Kwa hiyo ndicho narudia tena kwenye swali lililopita.
The problem with the women is also confidence because of the traditions which have been always pressing women down and keeping them as second-class material.
Many Tanzanian women don't have access to education, food and shelter. This lack of self-determination is due to poverty, culture and other reasons. The situation violates their democratic rights to equal participation in elections.
The main challenges which they face, according to the women movement perspective, are several. The first one, the political parties. Parties, much as some of them have gone a little bit further than others, but most of them, they are still talking more about women participation, but not really transforming their own contents. You see leadership which is all men. So when it comes to even a woman trying to say I want to become the chair of the party, it's not there.
If traditions are left for parties to forge ahead, I'm telling you, there is no equality.
Lakini changamoto nyingine ni bado sasa hawajakubali ule ushiriki kabisa wa wanawake. Kwa juu wanatukubali, lakini katiba ya nchi yetu bado haijaweka wazi. Kwa mfano unaweza kukuta labda katiba haijatamka, kwa mfano rais ni mwanamume. Changamoto inakuja kwamba pale yani hahitaji kwamba asilimia ngapi ya uongozi wa juu inatakiwa wawe wanawake.
Tanzania has committed to many national and international legal frameworks protecting the rights of women, but implementation is still lagging. There are also laws clearly discriminating against women in Tanzania. For example, the Law of Marriage Act limits the control of property for women.
in Tanzania, most of the activities are owned by men. For example, land, which is the major source of income, is owned by men. Campaigning means money. There are parties that have money. For example, and here in Tanzania is only the ruling party because they have a lot of investments, okay? But for our opposition parties, we don't have money. And therefore, you have to find by yourself.
Mwanamke akiwa hana pesa, if she doesn't have a fund, it really be a problem to her. Kwa sababu hawezi kushinda hata kama anatamani awe kiongozi katika that post. But she needs to have a funds. And kwa sababu hatuna utamaduni wanawake wa kuwa supported with companies au tuna makampuni au tuna marafiki kutoka maeneo mbalimbali ambao watatusupport kwenye election, basi mara nyingi ndo wanawake wanakuwa wanashindwa.
It's really difficult for the women to have the chance or at least to go and compete with the men. Because when the men go out, for example, in the wards, you can go, the men, they're always free because they have finance.
I'm a married woman. It's very difficult for my husband to allow me to go to the fundraising activities at night. But for men, of course, most of the fundraising are done in the nightclubs, okay? And there they can go. But for women, it's really difficult.
The electoral system used in Tanzania is known as the first past the post, a majoritarian system. In this system, the candidate who wins the majority of the votes is declared the winner. Such a system generally disfavors women and leads to a low number of female representatives. In the 2005 elections, for example, only 17 out of 232 contested seats were won by women. In the 2010 elections, the number of directly elected women MPs rose to only 20. According to the Tanzanian constitution, women's representation should be at least 30%. This is achieved by allocating an additional 102 seats to women nominated by political parties.
Unfortunately, this 30% which we are filling in is coming from the window of special seats. It's not like every one of the people who was elected into politics are going through the constituents.
Unfortunately, special seat MPs don't have much political credibility because the special seat system is not based on political choice, but on patriarchal arrangements within parties.
Lakini maneno ambayo si mazuri, while women ukistand kwenye constituency, for example, there is a lot of words which it's really abusing, and really confusing. Kwa sababu you can hide the names, utashangaa yani. Kwa hiyo hivyo vitu vingi ndio vina disappoint wanawake kwenda katika majimbo au to come up to the leadership ile ya public, and they are moving to the women seats kwa sababu ya kuogopa hivyo, kwa afraid hivyo vitu kama hivyo.
The ideal situation should be the constituency in terms of providing enabling environment to open up so that women can actually become members of parliament or local government councillors or wherever through the larger window.
Female members of Tanzanian political parties came to an agreement that they all face similar problems, despite their political affiliations. They decided that they are obliged to be accountable and to take action to redefine democracy. As a result, the Tanzania Cross-Party Platform was registered in 2010.
Women in the ruling party are no different. They don't have it any better than the women in the opposition parties. We all sail in the same boat.
It's the Ulingo belief that women issues has nothing to do with political affiliation. We are working as women because we know women are the sufferers of any society.
United we stand, divided we fall.
The Tanzania Cross-Party Platform has many goals. One major goal is to enhance the level of women's participation in politics within and beyond parties, and at the local level in communities, councils, parliament, political parties and public offices.
If we show them their rights, how they can stand for their rights, we are sure that they can do better.
One role of the platform is to ensure there are key laws and policies supporting women's equal participation in politics and parties by reviewing the constitution, election laws and procedures, and party manifestos.
I see them playing a key role in providing a space, a platform for women from different parties or political ideologies to sit together, because that has been an issue in the country, where because I'm coming from this party, when you talk, I don't believe in what you are talking. We don't sit and articulate our agenda as women, yeah, whether you're in parliament or this. But then this provides a platform for women who are already in politics, yeah, to be able to really articulate the agenda as women and as a collective provide a voice.
The purpose of the platform is to advocate for election partners to have effective programs with empowering results for women's participation in elections, from registering and campaign to voting.
At national level, mostly it is an institutional framework trying to set direction on how members are supposed to operate at national level on issues concerning gender equality and political parties. But since the major objective is expanded democracy, and with the governance system of Tanzania is based on the local level, we have programs which are focusing on district level, and there we start from the village, because that is the governance system, is the decentralization with devolution, which gives power to the people at the local level.
The platform, Olingo, organises joint campaigns and training activities to raise the voice of women in politics. For example, in Temeke, a suburb of Dar es Salaam, women are taught to raise funds for their political activities by making and selling soap.
Lakini ukishakuwa tayari umeelekea kwamba sabuni iko tayari, haiwezi kawa hivi.
Wanawake wa Tanzania na hasa viongozi hawajui. Sasa ni juu yenu kuendesha hizi semina, na sio hapa Dar es Salaam tu, hasa vijijini ambako ndo kuna wanawake wengi hawajui mambo mengi, hawajui. Wanatakiwa kutiwa moyo, wanatakiwa kuwa encouraged kwamba inawezekana. Maana baadhi ya wanawake wanaamini kabisa mwanamke kazi yake ni kuzaa watoto, kumtumikia mwanamume, kuzalisha mali. Wengi wanaamini hivyo. Nafasi ya mwanamke ni jikoni, kazi ofisi ni za wanaume. Hatuwezi kusema hilo limemalizika. Sasa wanatakiwa waone wanawake wengine wanaotoka duniani, mueleze background yenu, mmejikomboaje, mliwezaje kufika hapo, how did you struggle.
In Zanzibar, some women's groups arrange training activities where women learn to make pickles out of local fruits. By selling these products, women are able to raise funds for their political campaigns at the local level.
Tukimaliza kuzipasua kwa hatua kwanza tunaziosha. Au unaifanya inaosha vizuri na kubadilika. Tunatayarisha ndoo yetu ya kusindikia, nayo iko safi kabisa.
Na according to the training what we are doing for women, basi mimi naamini wanawake wengi wataingia kwenye uongozi na hamasa ya uongozi ipo kubwa.
Naitia ili mnunuzi naye ajue kwamba humu mna nini.
Demo Finland, a Finnish non-governmental organisation, supports women's political participation in Tanzania through the Tanzania Cross-Party Platform.
Demo has a role in facilitating this process. We have experiences in Finland, women coming together from different political parties. In many researches, it's identified that the women cannot push their agenda or reach their objectives because they don't have similar networks as men often have. So in this kind of activities and this kind of programs, they can really build networks of cooperation. When they are working together as women of political parties, they have more power than if they were working within their respective parties trying to push their agenda.
Ulingo imetusaidia, kwanza imetujengea uwezo kama wanawake. Sisi tunaofika hapa kwenye ofisi za ulingo, na vile tukishajengewa uwezo tunakwenda kwenye vyama vyetu na sisi kuwawezesha, bwana mwanamke kama mwanamke unatakiwa uwe hivi, usimame uweze kutetea haki zako.
Tumeweza kuwa pamoja na kufanya kazi zetu kwa pamoja kwa ushirikiano bila kujali itikadi. Na pia umesaidia kuwapa mafunzo wanawake wakaweza kushiriki siasa na kujitambua na kusimama na kugombea nafasi mbalimbali kwa kujiamini. Tofauti na nyuma, mwanamke alikuwa anajiona kwamba ni mtu ambaye hawezi. Lakini kupitia ulingo, wanawake wanasiasa wamejitambua na wanafanya kazi zao kwa kujiamini, na wengi wanashiriki katika siasa kwa kujiamini na wanagombea nafasi mbalimbali na wanashinda.
When in the past it was very, very difficult to get a single woman in a political rally, you see, but now you call a meeting, you find a lot of women, and I can see this is one of the role of the Ulingo.
We have reached very important milestones, and I believe that the Tanzania Women Cross-Party Platform is getting stronger. They are building their institutional base, and they are working with various partners now, and we are happy to see them grow and really take responsibility and ownership of the processes.
The Tanzania Cross-Party Platform has not only provided opportunities to collaborate across the party limits, but has also offered a chance to learn from women in other countries.
I had the chance to meet with different women from different countries, especially from Finland. So I had to learn, and I found out that we share almost a common problem. So that gave me the encouragement and the empowerment that I'm sure one day, as a Tanzanian, we shall be like ourselves, our partners in Finland.
Mimi nilikwenda Finland, nimeona jinsi vyama vyote, ukienda kwenye Swedish, ukienda kwenye Green Party, ukienda wote wanawake wamekaa pamoja, lakini wote they are talking with the same language when the issue of women come out. Kwa hiyo na sisi tunakwenda na tunahakikisha kwamba iko siku tutafikia hapo.
Collaboration of women from different parties can sometimes be challenging when people share different views. The founding process of the Tanzania Cross-Party Platform has provided many valuable lessons that can be shared with others.
To the political climate here in Tanzania, it was really difficult to bring women politicians from different political parties to sit together and to agree to one agenda. So it was really a process, a tough one.
Most challenges are related to how women are organized within the political parties, internal party structures, how they are organized, how they are accountable to each other, the democratic internal processes within political parties, how the representatives are chosen.
Kwa hiyo mimi nalinda manifesto ya Chama cha Mapinduzi, na I have to do so because I'm a member of system. But the CAF, the same thing. When you are going to Chadema, the same thing. TLP, the same thing. So when you are coming with the issue of let's fight for our concerns and women issues, and let's have one voice, it was hard.
So then, up to us later. This is just a guide.
It might be even first time for them to meet and to communicate. For this kind of processes, you really need to have time first to come together and truly discuss the issues, take them back to your organizations, discuss with people, have time to digest the ideas. The processes are long, and this kind of objectives cannot be reached within a period of a 3-year project or something, because it really needs changes in the way work is done.
Although kila mtu analinda maslahi ya chama chake na kila mtu anaangalia concern ya chama chake, lakini bado zile common issues kama wanawake basi tunakwenda nazo, na tunaona kwamba kuna vitu, mfano sasa hivi kuna issues za ubakaji, raping kwa watoto, kuna issues za unyanyasaji kwa wanawake. Sisi kama wanawake tunakuwa affected much. Kwa hiyo tunapozizungumza tuna come up with one voice. What to do? Let's find a solution. Tunafikia pahala.
So that is still a plan for this year, November possibly.
Another challenge which I saw is that different development partners have different ways of working or collaborating with local NGOs. And that is really has been a challenge, because we organize things, we expect that we want to see results. But there are other organizations which, sometimes they put money first, and you find that they're dishing out a lot of money. So when you come with your program, which is not that dishing out money, really it becomes sometimes a crisis.
We can only act as a facilitator for this, and the initiatives have to then come from the women themselves.
We had those women, and they were talking of 56%, and they did well, and they also wanted us to give.
We are with Demo Finland. Although their funding is not complete. That means they cannot do everything for us. We have also to do something, and therefore we are planning to have like fundraising programs, but also looking for other donors.
The platform really is still a young one, and the institutional support is missing. So still they're struggling to establish themselves, and many partners are not ready to offer core support to this kind of association.
Demo will certainly continue working with the Tanzania Women Cross-Party Platform and to assist our sisters here in getting stronger in politics. We are looking forward to see them grow and become really institutionalized and more sustainable. So hopefully in the future they will attract support from various organizations, and that they become even more recognized here at the local level.
So far, many of the Tanzania Cross-Party Platform's efforts have been successful, but bigger steps need to be taken in the future. Even if more and more women are participating in politics in Tanzania, women are still facing many challenges within the political system.
We've been talking about this concept of women's participation in politics, but we have not really gone deeper into understanding what it means. It doesn't only mean talking and putting it in a sentence. It means opening up, transforming the way we relate, transforming the way we provide role models, transforming the way we provide support to individual women, but also to women as a collective.
We are trying to organize ourselves so that women can contest. We don't want them to contest in their women's wings only. we want women to contest in their political parties for leadership positions. And I appeal to those men who are leaders of these political parties. They must make sure that women are brought on board. We are not asking for favors. It is a right.
Rafiki wa mwanamke ni mwanamke. Kwa sababu kuna ule msemo wa adui wa mwanamke ni mwanamke. Lakini sisi Ulingo tunajaribu kuwakutanisha wanawake na kuwaeleza rafiki wa mwanamke ni mwanamke.
My general goal is to ensure that reaching 2025, our percentage now is 36.6. We want it to be more than 50%, because if Rwanda were able to do that, why not us?
I believe that the platform itself has a huge potential of building a movement, if I can call it, a movement within the political parties and the parliaments and others, so that it's not a small group of people who sit and keep on talking on the same things, but they move out and provide strategies that will go in and get more and more and more of women interested in politics.
We want to have a share in the political parties because we fought for independence of this country together. And actually it was the women who made the successes of fighting colonialism till we achieved independence. So the cake must be shared equally.
Jamani mwana mama, mwana mama, mwana mama, mwana mama. Hayaya, hayaya, mwanamke akipata kuwezeshwa, anaweza mambo yote. Jamani mwanamke, mwanamke akumbwa katika hali dunia kushindwa. Hayaya, 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 anaweza kufanya mambo yote afanyayo mwanaume. Hayaya, 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 jamani pindi akiwezeshwa, mwanamke akumbwa katika hali dunia kushindwa. Hayaya,